Good evening, everyone. It is Friday night, and we are playing the DC deck building game for the Solo Crisis League. One of the downsides of buying my lovely new home is that I didn't have time to stream most of this season. So I've been putting it off, but tonight we're gonna start at the beginning of Season 4. I just finished Season 4 Round 3, or Season 4 Round 4 a few nights ago. But we are going to start Season 4 Round 1 tonight and just kind of backdate it. So, welcome. Season 4 Round 1 is going to be using the base game plus Crisis 2 plus Crossover 5, the Rogues. The Rogues is a fun one. I really like this one, so I'm looking forward to see how it goes with the Crisis setting. To make the Rogues work, we have what's called a Teamwork stack. The Teamwork stack is made right now of 5 punch cards and 5 vulnerabilities to kind of take the place of other players at the board. Now, we will add cards to it and throughout the game, depending on what we do. I believe it's we're going to add a weakness every time we beat a villain, and we're going to add a random destroyed card every time we beat a supervillain. So that is the current plan. There's a couple heroes to choose from to make this a little bit easier. We got, first off, Martian Manhunter. If you play 2 or more villains during your turn, plus 3 power. If you play 2 or more heroes during your turn, plus 3 power. That's pretty good. Saint Walker. The first time you play a hero during each of your turns, reveal the top card of your deck, and you may destroy it. That sounds fun. I like destroying cards whenever possible. It's my favorite. Booster Gold. When another player is attacked, you may discard a defense from your hand or in play. If you do, that player avoids the attack. It's okay. In fact, it's actually useless here in solo play. What am I talking about? It's a good defense, in a group game, but in solo play, that's not really going to do anything. So Booster Gold is pretty much out. Mirror Master. Now we're getting into those crossover 5 characters. Each time you play a hero, villain, or equipment, plus 1 power. If you have played another card of that cost this turn, plus 1 power if you have played another card of that cost this turn. That's each time, so that's pretty good. Each time is very good, not just once per turn. And then he has the Teamwork ability. Trickster. Each time you would shuffle your discard pile, you may leave one of those cards in the discard pile. That's pretty good because we can keep those weaknesses and vulnerabilities away. We could destroy them eventually, but we can keep them away too. Weather Wizard. Discard 2 cards and then draw a card. Teamwork. That foe gains 1 VP. Weather Wizard's great. Okay. The default, I'm probably going to go with all of Season 4. I say that now, probably second guess myself later on. I'm going to try and do all 3 of the crossover characters. I play these characters pretty often, at least I have in the past and probably will in the future. So we're going to go ahead and say goodbye to these ones for tonight. And we're going to be looking at the crossover 5 characters. And they are Weather Wizard, Trickster, and Mirror Master. Let's see. I think I'm going to lean Trickster to start off. Or do I want to do Weather Wizard. Discard 2 cards, and then I can draw a card. And then we'll play these guys another night. So Weather Wizard, discard 2 cards, and I may draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as well as the Teamwork ability on top of that. So, one of the other stipulations of Season 4 is that we are leaving the ongoing effects of the starting crisis in place. So what that means for Immortal Villain is when a non-villain card with cost 6 or greater enters the lineup, destroy it and replace it. We have amended that for the purposes of the demonic summoning crisis, which would be a real problem in that case. What we're going to do is say when a non-villain card of cost 7 or greater enters the lineup, destroy it and replace it. And that is across the board. So that's the whole game. That's not just while Immortal Villain's in play. And then to beat, each player must discard plus 5 cards worth of cards from his hand. Plus 5 power worth of cards from his hand. Now, we have the Flash. When you defeat the Flash, remove him from the game. Gain 6 victory points. You may destroy a punch in play. Stack ongoing ability. Supervillains lose their teamwork ability. So we do not have the teamwork ability to start with. That's not great. I was going to use that. Okay, but we do have Weather Wizard's starting ability, which is discard 2 cards and draw a card. Well, that's perfect, but let's get our lineup first. So anything of cost 7 or greater, that is going to be straight removed because of Immortal Villain. Okay, well, we're going to discard 2 vulnerabilities and draw a card because of Weather Wizard. And we got 4 power because of it. That's nice. We'll go ahead and get Zatanna. Or you know what? No, Nth Metal. Lots of good cards to destroy right now. So that's a very good time to be doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I gotta shuffle this up. So we have no teamwork ability. And anything that has cost 7 or greater is going to get destroyed. So that's our starting place. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card comes out. It's a villain. That's unfortunate. All right. Well, we're going to use Weather Wizard's ability again to discard these 2 vulnerabilities and draw a card. And it is 1. Look at the top card of your deck. You may destroy it. We're going to destroy that vulnerability. That's gone. All right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to get Zatanna for that. Yes, yes, yes. New card coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gotta shuffle this up again. Mirror Gun. Put a copy of a card you have already played this turn from your discard pile into your hand. Okay. That'd be really helpful with some of these punches I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gotta get rid of that Black Lantern Green Arrow. We're gonna go ahead and discard 2 cards to draw a card. I took a chance. Basically the same result, but I really wanted the Nth Metal or Zatanna. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4 power. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of Mirror Gun, because that is gonna be pretty helpful, I think. Ah, another villain. I should have gone for Black Lantern Green Arrow. Oh well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're not gonna discard anything. You may put up to 2 cards from your discard pile on the bottom of your deck. We're gonna put a punch and a vulnerability there. Why am I putting a vulnerability there? I'll show you in a second. Because the next card we're going to play is Nth Metal. Look at the top card. We may destroy it. Goodbye to that vulnerability. 1, 2, 3, 4 power, which we will use to get rid of Black Lantern Green Arrow, which is going to shuffle a weakness into the Teamworks deck. Haven't even used it yet, and we're already filling it with a weakness. That's bound to happen. I'll be doing some pretty quick shuffles on that because that can be a lot of shuffling considering we're going to add one every single time we beat a villain. Oh, Ganthet's destroyed because of Immortal Villain. Shuffle everything up here. 1, 2, I'll shuffle that again. That was a little too quick for this. Now, as I said, this is for the Solo Crisis League. Solo Crisis League is an online league I run, which uses the Crisis expansions of the DC Comics deck building game and ranks you against other players playing the same setup. You get to choose your own heroes each week out of a set of 6. You get ranked each week for the round, you get ranked for the season, and you get an overall rank that goes across all games. You can join at any time. 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can play past rounds as well just for just for showing up. So you're never really out of the loop in this game. And if you're joined now, there's probably a lot you can play. In fact, I know there's a lot you can play. There's 4 seasons worth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mirror Gun's useless because, well, actually, you know what? We're going to go for it. We're going to discard Weather Wizard and draw. Use Weather Wizard's ability to discard and draw. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got the same result, but we tried. We're going to get the Atom. We're going to destroy Two-Face, which is going to add a weakness to this. Still have 1 power left, but that's okay. Shuffling, shuffling, shuffle. I can see now why a few people mentioned that the shuffling was a pain. It is a pain to do that so often. We're going to have to amend that for future plays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, we're going to do this combo again. So, Zatanna Zatara. You put up the 2 cards from your discard pile on the bottom of your deck. It's just 2 punches, so you know what? We're going to destroy a punch. Then we're going to play Nth Metal. So look at the top card. We may destroy it. Goodbye, punch. So we're at 1, 2. And then, you know what? Let's go ahead. We're going to discard these 2 to draw a card. It's still the same, but 1, 2, 3, 4. That says goodbye to Suicide Squad, which is going to shuffle another weakness into this. I think the biggest problem is that since the Flash is stopping us from using teamwork, this is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger without any without any like real signs that it's going to stop anytime soon. So that'll be an easy amend for a future teamwork stack adjustment. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doing a good job destroying these starter cards. We gotta have a new card come out. It's not a villain, so we could 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, only have 4 power, so that's not happening. We can discard cards though. Let's do Nth Metal. Look at the top card. We may destroy it. We will. We will discard both of these cards to draw a card. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, which we will use to get. We'll get Cold Gun, gaining a VP. New card coming out. Ah, it's a villain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really hoping I can get rid of Immortal villain quickly. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How are we doing here? We've got, I may destroy a card in your hand. If I do, gain a card from the destroy pile with a cost equal to the destroyed card's cost. So we're going to destroy this vulnerability in our hand and put this punch in our hand. Then I'm going to use Weather Wizard's ability to discard 2 cards and draw a card. Look at the top card. I may destroy it. I will. So that's 1, 2, 3 power. Goodbye to the Penguin. There we go. Keep shuffling in those weaknesses. That teamwork stack is losing its luster, isn't it? Maybe I should have started with no vulnerabilities in there. That probably would have helped quite a bit. New card coming out. 1, 2, 3. Gotta shuffle it up. We're really doing a great job at destroying cards. That's something I'm really happy with so far. And that's all thanks to Nth Metal Mace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, I keep getting Mirror Gun on my first turn. So we're going to go ahead and discard this and this to draw a card because of Weather Wizard. Let's go ahead, look at the top card. We may destroy it. We will. Then we can put up the 2 cards from our discard pile on the bottom of our deck. We're going to put these 2 on the bottom of our deck. What's in the destroyed pile, by the way? I'm just looking for this right here. Yeah, that sounds fun. We're going to destroy Cold Gun in order to get the Penguin, which then allows us to draw 2 cards and then choose and discard 2 cards, which are going to be these very cards. So we ended up with 2 power overall, which we can't buy anything with, but we slimmed our deck a little bit and got the Penguin, which is good news for everyone, I think. Okay. Gotta get that Immortal villain out of here. There's no villains right now, so hopefully we can get rid of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I just... I was not supposed to shuffle that. Sorry. I really screwed that up. We're going to play the Penguin to draw 2 cards and then discard 2 cards. We're going to discard these 2 punches. We'll play a punch. And we'll play Mirror Master. Put a copy of a card you have already played this turn from your discard pile into your hand. So that's 2 power. 3 power. We'll put this punch on the bottom. So 1, 2, 3. 4 power. Look at the top. We may destroy it. We will not. 1, 2, 3, 4 power. For that, what do we want? James Jesse. That's a good one. Oh wait, we can't. Oh, we can afford that. Never mind. We can't afford it, but we can use it yet. So we're going to get High-Tech Hero, because he's going to get us some more power, which we could use, obviously. Who couldn't? Who couldn't? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How are we doing? We're going to discard these 2 cards and draw a card. Yep. We're going to play a punch. That's 1. And then Mirror Master it. Mirror Gun it for 2. 3, 4, and we can put this on the bottom of our deck. With that 4, we're going to say hello to James Jesse. And we get a victory point for that. And we can go ahead on over the next card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, we're going to play the Penguin. Draw 2 cards, then choose and discard 2 cards from your hand. I mean, the 2 cards I'm going to discard are pretty obviously punches. Unless I want to use the Atom. Yeah, we'll use... We're going to give her 2 punches. I'll show you what I'm going to do. First off, we'll use Nth Metal Mace. 1, look at this card. We may destroy it. We will not. We're going to use the Atom on this punch to destroy it and then put a punch in our hand. We did that because then we play the Atom and High-Tech Hero gets its bonus points. So that's a total of 1. Oh, it's superpower or equipment? Oh, well, never mind. Oh, we had that anyway. All right, 1, 4, 5. 5 power. We'll go ahead and get White Lantern Power Ring because I know I saw a few, like Ganthet has already made his way in there and he's got to come out. Gotta shuffle this. Gorilla Grodd, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How are we doing? We're gonna discard a punch. And we'll discard Zatanna to draw 1 card. That didn't go the way I wanted. Not gonna lie. Okay. We'll use Nth Metal Mace to look at the top card. We may destroy it. We will not. So that's 1, 2, 3. And this can't copy anything, and this isn't going to do anything. So that's 3 power. We'll buy a kick. I was hoping that would work better, and it didn't. It just didn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My idea was that I'd probably draw a punch, and then be able to use a mirror gun to get a second punch, but that didn't happen. There's all the punches. You may gain a hero from the destroyed pile and put it into any player's discard pile. Let's go ahead and get this Ganthet into my discard pile, please. Then we're going to use our Weather Wizard ability. Actually, yeah, we're going to use our 3. We're not going to because 3, 4, 5. No, we're going to. No, we're not. 3, 4, 5, 6 is enough to beat Gorilla Grodd. Putting another weakness into this deck. Okay. And a new card comes out. Alright, we are getting to the point that we are getting consistently 5 power per turn, so hopefully we can get rid of this immortal villain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do we got? 1, 2, we don't have it yet. Draw 2 cards and then discard 2 cards. We will discard these 2 punches. We got 2, 3, 4, 5 power that we are discarding to get rid of Immortal Villain. Now, its ongoing effect is going to remain in play, meaning whenever a card with cost 7 or greater enters the lineup, we will have to destroy it. Now, we can also take on the Flash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 8 power. If we can get there, that's pretty good. What's in the destroy pile? 3 cost, 4, 2, 4. Okay, nothing great. So we will use then, what's in my Discard. We're going to discard the Atom and Mirror Gun to draw a card, thanks to Weather Wizard. We'll get 2 power here. 3, 4. We will play Ganthet to get 1 card of each color, cost 6 or less. That's a better one. I think. What are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now instead of Zatanna, we're going to do James Jesse. And that should be all of them. Okay, so here we go. We're going to play the Penguin to draw 2 cards and then discard 2 cards. There's 1. Get to draw a second one. And then we have to discard 2 cards. We will discard these 2 punches. Yes. All right, so we are at a total of 2, 4, 5, and then we're going to use Mirror Gun to get this punch out. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, which is enough to say goodbye to the Flash. That's taken care of. Put him back in the box here. And we still have 3 power left over, which we will use to buy. We'll get Lasso of Truth, because we could definitely use a defense at this point. Do we have anything here? We can start doing teamwork now. That's good news. Shuffling this up so I can get my next deck ready. Still have the ongoing Immortal villain problem against us, but that's not going anywhere this game. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there was something else when you beat the Flash. When you beat the Flash or move him from the game, gain 6 victory points and you may destroy a punch in play. I did have a punch in play. We'll just destroy that one and draw a new one. Because we used 2 punches against him. And what else was there? 6 victory points, that's right. Don't know what I'm going to do with those just yet. I don't think there's any way to spend them. But we did it. Now we do have a defense, which is good news for this. Well, he doesn't have an attack, so it doesn't matter. Never mind. Hunting down the lanterns. When an equipment enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. Your team must destroy 4 different superpowers. Vandal Savage. Stack ongoing ability. When a card with an attack leaves the lineup, resolve its attack against each player. Very well. We're going to use our Weather Wizard ability to discard these 2 cards and draw a card. Alright, we're going to do Zatanna, 2 power, and we can put these 2 on the bottom of my deck. Sorry, 1 power. 2, 3, 4, and look at the top card. Oh, we have to put a card out this turn also. Look at the top card, and we may destroy it. We will not. With that 4 power, what do we want to do? We'll get Green Arrow's Bow. So we have to destroy different superpowers. So I've only seen 1, that's Kicks. Yikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least that Engulfing Flames is up there, so that's an option. We'll start with Ganthet. Get 1 card of each color into our hand. That's Punch, Zatanna, and Green Arrow's Bow, we'll say. We're going to use White Lantern Power Ring, but I don't think there are any heroes in here, so I think it's just going to be the 2 power, but I'll check. Yeah, they'll just be 2 power. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could put 2 cards on the bottom of my deck. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we're going to use the Teamwork ability, because I haven't done that yet. Punch, Vulnerability does nothing. So that's still 11, 12, 13. But since I teamworked, I get to draw a card. Draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards, which unfortunately does nothing. That's still 13 power. That's a nice little number. We're going to do Arkham Asylum. We're going to do Engulfing Flame, and we're going to buy a Kick. That's 5, 10, 13. We also get a victory point for buying Engulfing Flame. That was an okay turn. Do I have to shuffle? I do. We ended up buying a superpower of the ones we need. We need, what, 4 different ones? Right now we have 2 Kicks and Engulfing Flame only, I think. So that's only 2. Hopefully we see some. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One card comes out, and it's a new superpower, so that's good news. We're going to use Weather Wizard to discard the Adamant Mirror Gun and draw a card. Arkham Asylum comes out, so now whenever we play a villain, we can draw a card, which will be that'll help a lot with Penguin. I have to pick up this card I dropped. Okay, so that's 1, 2. Look at this card. We can destroy it. We will not. 3, 4, 5. With that 5 power, still we can't afford that superpower, but we can afford this bat signal. 1, 2. Oh, we could have teamworked. Hold on. So that was 5, and a weakness does nothing, so it's still going to buy that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gotta remember that teamwork ability, or what's the point? New card coming out. We're gonna pull a Ganthet. You know, before we do that, we're gonna discard. We're gonna discard Engulfing Flames and this Kick to draw a card. Alright, then we're gonna play White Lantern Powering, so that's 2 power. Ganthet says we get a card, so let's get that card. Very well. We get a card of each color, all within cost. So that is 2 power so far. 4, 5, put a hero in our hand. Let's go with, I think there's only one out there, and that's the Atom. I don't think we're going to use right now. So we're at 2, 4, 5, and then we're going to do a teamwork. And that teamwork is a weakness. 6, 7, but since we teamworked, we get to draw a card. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're not going to be using, well, 13 for the punch, and that'll be the end of that turn, at least for that part. So we're going to go ahead and buy a Lightning Strike, obviously. And that gets us 2 victory points. And that still leaves us with 7 power. So let's go ahead and say, yeah, we're going to get Bag of Tricks. Pay X victory points, plus X power, and draw X card. That's a fantastic card, especially with all these victory points that we are gathering. All right, new card has to come out. Possession. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, okay. We're going to play Zatanna, put 2 cards of our choice on the bottom of the deck. There we go. Then we're going to use our Weather Wizard ability to discard 2 cards and draw a card. We're going to play Ganthet to put 1 card of every color into our hand. Lots of good options in here. How are we doing? Did we get 1 of every color? Oh, we got 2 of that color. Hold on. Did we get... we have yellow, blue, gray, and orange. I think that's all of them. Yeah, that's what we're going with. All right, so we are at 1 power so far. So we need to do how many cards to get rid of that? 4 different superpowers. I have 2 in hand. How many are over here? Just the 1, but if we can buy that, so that's 1 power, 2 power, and we can get ourselves a hero. We're going to get high-tech hero. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to do teamwork. Now the weakness, 6, 7, and draw a card. 7 gets us enough to buy possession. We still have 1 power left over. Now, we should be able to beat Hunting Down the Lanterns. It's 4 cards, 4 different superpowers. So that's Possession, Kick, Engulfing Flame, And from our hand, we'll play Lightning Strike. I really liked Lightning Strike, but we are gonna keep it. Or we have to get rid of Hunting Down the Lanterns, I mean. So that still leaves us with, I believe it was 1 power. So that's 1 power. Draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. I'm really hoping we get rid of Vandal Savage as well. That'd be a good move. Draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. We're going to discard 2 punches. And since we played our first villain, we use Arkham Asylum to draw another card. So, we're going to play White Lantern to get to 3 power. And that means we can get a hero. But we're going to take the 2 power anyway to get to 3. 3, 4, 5. We're gonna pay. How many cards do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll pay 5 VP to draw 5 cards. So then we get 5 power. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 10 power. 11. Mirror Gun. 12. Getting rid of Vandal Savage, leaving us with 3 power. So 3, 4, 5. We can look at the top card of our deck. We may destroy it. We're going to destroy that. 6, 7. And we're not going to use the Atom. So we will buy the Batcave. And I keep forgetting, or not keep forgetting, I did forget twice now that when we beat a supervillain, we get to add a random card from the destroyed pile into the teamwork stack. So we get to add 2 of them now. I don't know what they are. We're just going to shuffle them in and we'll see when they come up. They might very well just be punches and vulnerabilities, unfortunately. That's the way it is. And we played our entire deck and we got a bunch of power and we defeated a Crisis and Vandal Savage in that turn. So that's a pretty good turn, I'd say. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a defense card. That's very good news. Our new Crisis is Frozen City. At the start of each player's turn, he adds the top card of the main deck to the lineup. Flip down each other card of that cost in the lineup, and they cannot be bought or gained this turn. Flip them over at the end of your turn. Clear the lineup of all cards to beat it. Then, got this villain, and it's Black Adam, who we're just going to defend against. Lasso of Truth, you may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw a card. We're going to start our turn by doing Teamwork. So let's look at this card. That's 0 power. Man, 0 power for every Teamwork so far. We will do we'll do the Batcave here for each equipment. For first equipment and first villain now. Penguin, draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. We're going to discard these 2 punches. And that's draw a card because of the Arkham Asylum. We can play White Lantern Power Ring, but I don't think there's any heroes in here. Nope, so that's 2 power instead, but that triggers the Batcave so we can draw another card. We can do Ganthet to get 1 of each card into our hand. Still at 2 power. 3. We're going to Mirror Gun that to get the other one out here. 4. 5, 6. 7. And 8. We didn't do the first step of Frozen City though, so we have to do 1 for the turn. And then 1 for Frozen City. All the other 3 cost ones are gone. So 8, we will use... We're going to get both Star Sapphires. I could have gone Nth Metal, but those are pretty dangerous since they're the same cost. If 1/4 came out, we would have lost both of them. Okay. So we have to put a card out, and then for Frozen City, we put another card out, and it costs 3. Oh, we just lost the entire lineup. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First off, we're going to use Teamwork. Look at this card. 1 power. Thank you. 2 power, and I can put a hero into my hand. We're going to put Zatanna into my hand. 2 power, 3 power, and I can put 2 cards on the bottom of my deck. There we go. Not Ganthet, never mind. Go back, go back. No, we'll do Ganthet. We played Bat Signal. That does trigger the Bat Cave, so 3 power. 4, 5, 6, 7. We can look at this card. We may destroy it. We will not. 8, 9. And we won't be playing those cards because it's kind of a waste because we can only buy 2 things. So we're going to get the Riddler out of here. And we're going to gain we'll get 2 kicks. And we have to shuffle in a weakness for getting a villain off the board. Okay. Here we go. Flip everything up. We have to get a new card for the turn. And then a card for Frozen City, which is a 5 cost. So everything is clear. We can buy everything now. Hopefully we actually get to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. We are looking at, we'll start with teamwork. 1 power, very well. James Jesse says 3 power and draw a card. 4, 5 plus 3 is, what am I doing? 6, 7, 8. We'll do the Penguin, to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. Sure, we'll put both of these over there. That triggers Arkham Asylum to draw a card. We are at 8, 9, 10, 11, and we can put 1 card of each color into our hand. 12, 13. That's the most power I could possibly get there. So we're going to get rid of Poison Ivy, bringing me down to 10. Now that 10 is enough to, unfortunately, because of that being a villain, we do have to add a weakness to this. 10 is enough to buy all 3 of these guys. Just trying to clear off. I really wanted Black Lantern Power Ring. That's what I want the most right now. But it is important that we get rid of Frozen City because it can take a long time sometimes. Black Lantern, Green Arrow, and Abracadabra for our whatchamacallit card, our Frozen card. That's what we'll call it. We'll call it the Frozen card. Weather Wizards, Teamwork ability. Let's look at this card. 0. Okay. We will use his ability, I think, to drop the Atom and Nth Metal to draw a card. 1 power, put a hero into my hand. A hero, any hero. Okay. Ganthet. 1 card of each color into my hand, please. Okay. Now we are at 1 power. We can draw 2 cards and discard a card. Discard 2 cards. We're going to discard these 2 punches. Now since that was a villain, we get to draw a card. So again, we're at 1 power. 2, 3. Do I have a kick over here? I do. We're going to mirror gun that. 4, 5. 6, 7, and since I teamworked, I get to draw a card. There we go. Draw a card. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That allows us to look at the top card of our deck. If it's a hero, draw it, otherwise discard it. And we did. 13. And then this is either 15 or I can gain a hero. I don't think there are any here though. Nope, there are not. So that's just the 15 power. 15 is enough for us to do everything, right? No, it's not. We can... What do we need? We have 9 plus 7. We only need one more power. So we're going to spend 15 to get to 16 and draw a card. 17, 18, 19. Okay, gain this. So that brings us down to 14 minus 4. Bring this up there. Bring me down to 10 minus Abracadabra, bringing us down to 3. And we're going to go ahead and buy a kick. But we're also going to clear off Frozen City. Very well. Good, 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 good turn. These guys need to be shuffled into this deck. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. New card coming out. Ah, of course it's a villain. I'm going to check out what's in that destroyed pile because we have a few cards that we could destroy for the Atom. What's that? 4 and 3 cost cards. Well, I get 4 victory points when I got Kadabra, so that's good. We'll just go ahead and get a 5er and get rid of that 1. Alright, I guess we're not doing much of that this turn, so we're going to use the Weather Wizard ability to drop the Atom and one of the Nth Metals to draw a card. Ah, I should have used that. Oh well, we're going to do Teamwork. Vulnerability, okay. 1, look at the top card, I may destroy it. We will destroy that. That's 1. 2, 3, 4, put an equipment from a player's discard pile into his hand. We're going to go with Black Lantern Power Ring. I can gain a villain. I believe there was a pretty good one. There's Two-Face, that's a pretty good one. Gorilla Grodd's even better. And what does Abracadabra do? Play the top card of the main deck at the end of the turn, return it, or pay 2 VP to gain it. Yeah, we're going to gain Abracadabra, please. So again, we're still at 2, 3, 4, 5 power. 2, 3, 4 power, sorry. 5, 6, and we get another equipment. 7, gaining a hero. We're going to make that hero Ganthet, allowing us to get 1 card of each color. Now we're going to get some pretty crazy turns, I think. Eight, 9. We're going to use Mirror Gun on that to get us to 10, 11. 12, 13, and we did Teamwork this turn, so we get to draw a card. Ooh. Play a top card of the main deck. Draw a card. We're at 13. We're going to spend... We'll spend 3 to get to 16 and draw 3 cards. Oh, because of the Asylum and Abracadabra, we get to draw a card. Then we play the Penguin, draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. We will discard Nth Metal and the Atom. So that 13 just became 14, 15, draw a card. 16, 17, 18 plus 3 gets me to 21. Minus 5 is 16. Minus Black Adam Gets that down to 3, which we'll buy a kick with. So we have to add a random card from the destroyed pile and this weakness into the teamwork stack. Very well. Shuffle up that teamwork stack. Make it happen. Okay. Okay. Very good. Do we have enough here? Do I have to shuffle up? We got to shuffle up. We are moving pretty quickly through it, honestly, considering. But let's hopefully get to the point where we are starting to fly through it. I want to defeat a villain every turn. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Do we have a defense card? We have no defense card, so let's see what happens. Our new crisis is missing heroes. When a hero enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. To beat, your team must destroy 4 equipment. Then we've got our new supervillain in its black hand, who we cannot defend against, right? No. Each player destroys the top card of the main deck and then discards a card. Number of cards equal to the VP of that card. Okay, so we have to destroy this card, and we have to discard 1 card then. We will discard Zatanna. She's not going to do much for us right now, since there is no discard pile. So new card has to come out. Clayface. So we have to do what? Destroy 4 equipment. Well, we have 2 here. Let's go ahead and do our teamwork ability. That's a weakness. Let's look at the top card. Is it a hero? It is, so we can draw it. Very good. And since that triggers Batcave, we get to draw another card. And we're going to play Abracadabra. Play a top card of the main deck. Ooh, gain all equipment in the lineup. If you play or have played Catwoman this turn, blah, blah, blah. There are no equipment in the lineup, but we do get 2 power from it. So that's 2, 4 power. We are going to pay the 2 VP it costs to keep that card. Yes, we are. So we are at 4 power. And since that is a villain, we get to draw another card. 5, 6. We can gain a hero from the destroyed pile. I believe we have the Flash now, so is that the only one? Yes, but we'll do it. 7, 8, 9. Then we're going to destroy this kick to get a card of cost 3. At least I think we are. Let's see what my options are first. Yeah, we'll buy this cold gun, which gains us another victory point. And we're lost a kick. And that cold gun can be given to missing heroes. That's more than enough power to beat Clayface. Adding a weakness to this stack. We are doing just fine. Hopefully now, we have all the equipment we need over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do we have coming out? Please don't be a... Oh, when a hero enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. Very well. So first off, we're going to discard these 2 cards to draw a card because of Weather Wizard. Then we're going to say, hey, teamwork. It's a weakness. Oh well. So we have to what? Destroy 4 equipment. What do we have over here? We have Mirror Gun, which hasn't done much for me. Cold Gun, which we just got, and we could say goodbye. Bat Signal, which I do really like, and Nth Metal Mace, which I really like. We're gonna get rid of Bats. We're gonna keep Bat Signal and get rid of Green Arrow's bow instead. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's pretty good. They're all gone. They're destroyed. Missing heroes is taken care of. Okay, and we still have our turn here, really. Super Speed, draw a card. 1, look at the top card. We can destroy it. We will not. But since it's an equipment here, we get to draw a card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to pay 3 VP. Now we'll just pay 2 VP to get to 9 power. And draw 2 cards. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. Discarding these 2 cards, and we get to draw a card. We're playing our first villain. 10, 11, draw a card because we teamwork this turn. 12, look at this card. We may destroy it. We will. And then we can get one of each color card from our destroyed pile. All right, so we got 12 power. 13, putting a hero into our hands. 14, we can put 2 cards on the bottom of the main deck. 15, 16, 17. Play a top card. Oh my god, 21, and yeah, we'll pay the 2 victory points to keep that. 21, that's enough to say goodbye to Black Hand. We've got 10 left over, which we'll use to buy this. And we'll get one more kick. Why not? We do, since we beat the villain, get to add a random card from the destroyed pile to our teamwork stack. Shuffling it in. No idea what it is. That's okay with me. Alright, I'm already thinking of some better ideas for the teamwork stack for next time we do this. For instance, adding it to the bottom of the stack instead of shuffling it in. Getting rewards or beating crises as well as supervillains, things like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have our hand. We have a defense card because we set it up that way with Zatanna. We have to get our new card, and it is Shifting Loyalties. Is that one different for solo? It is. At the end of your turn, place all cards you played this turn into the discard pile of the player on your right. That doesn't really matter right now. Put the top 3 cards of your deck into the lineup. If the total cost is 7 or greater, remove the crisis. Alright, and then it's Max Mercury. Each player adds the top card of the main deck to the lineup. Lose a number of VPs equal to twice the VP value of that card. I don't want to look at that. We're just going to defend. Discard this card to avoid an attack, and then I can draw a card. Did I make a good decision? I couldn't see that card. It was out of focus for me. So you saw it. Was it a good one? We'll find out. New card has to come out anyway. Yeah, Robin's a good card. So we have to add top 3 cards of the main deck to the lineup, I believe. Yes, so let's just do it. And they have to be an equal cost of 7 or greater. So that is 5, 0, and 3. That'll do it. That beats Shifting Loyalties very fast. That's what I want to start seeing more and more and more of. Okay, then we have Max Mercury there. So first off, let's go ahead and draw a card. Then let's go ahead and gain a villain from the destroyed pile. I know you're in here, villains. Clayface, you're a good one. You're a very good one. Gorilla Grodd, also very good. We're gonna go Gorilla Grodd just for the sheer power of it. And then we're gonna play Dark Knight, gain all equipment in the lineup. These 2 are gained. Don't have to worry about them anymore. We're gonna teamwork. Hey, possession. That is 3 power. That's a good turn. 3, 4, 5 power so far. We're going to go ahead. We're gonna discard Nth Metal Mace and kick to draw a new card. I tried. 6, 7, put an equipment from any player's discard pile on top of their deck. We'll go ahead and we'll put White Lantern Power Ring on top of my deck. 8, and we can put 2 cards at the bottom of our deck. Not enough to get rid of Max Mercury, but enough to buy Robin. We're not going to buy any more kicks. We have plenty of those floating around. New card comes out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Do I have anything of cost 7 in here that I'd really like? Because we can destroy that to get it. That's a really good card, though, so I'm be kind of surprised. There was. Nope, nothing I really want in there. What are the other costs, though? 2, 3, another 2 and 3. I don't think so. Probably just going to keep them. Probably just going to keep them. Do we have any heroes in here? I don't think so. Okay, that kind of sums up this turn, then. Alright. We will discard the Atom, and we're going to discard this one as well to draw a new card. We're going to go ahead and do our teamwork. 0 there. 2, 6, 7, triggering the Batcave to draw a card. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I was going to buy Iris West, but that is enough to beat Max Mercury, so let's get him out of there. Definitely going to do that whenever possible at this point. Our deck's getting kind of big. Gotta start thinning some things out if possible. Do we have a defense? We have 1 defense in our hand. Perfect. Our new crisis is Villains in Disguise. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck into the lineup. 1, 2, and 3. When you buy or gain a villain from the lineup, place it in your discard pile instead of destroying it. Each player must destroy a villain in his hand or discard pile. Alright. And then we got Helspont. Each player discards the 2 cards of the highest cost. We're going to defend with super speed. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw 2 cards. Alright. So, teamwork. 2 power, destroy a card in your hand. If that card has cost 1 or greater, draw 2 cards. We're going to destroy this kick and draw 2 cards. So that's 2 power we have. Okay. 3, 4 and draw a card. Teamwork again. 5. Teamwork of foe, if you draw or have drawn 1 or more cards this turn, teamwork of foe. Okay, so we get to do it again. 5 power. Very well. 6, 7. And go ahead and put an equipment on top of our deck. So for that 7, we're going to get rid of both of these villains. Both those villains gone, that means 2 weaknesses get added up here. And we can go ahead and beat Villains in Disguise. We will destroy Penguin to get rid of Villains in Disguise. We're at 0 power. We can play the top card of this deck. When you play your first hero each turn, you know, we'll just pay the... Oh, we can't pay it, so we won't be able to do that. But it is triggering Arkham Asylum, so we get to draw a card. We are at 0 power still. We pay this to get the Penguin back. 1 power. I'm going to get a hero into my hand. It's going to be Indigo Tribe. Oh, and that does trigger the Batcave, or did we do that already? I should have with this. I don't remember if I did. I don't think I did, so we get to draw another card. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 card of each color into our hand. Is that all the colors we've got right now? Yes. No, we don't have an equipment in our hand. We'll go with this one. Yep. So that's 7. Go ahead, draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. Seven, 10. Plus 3 is 10 plus 3 is 13 minus Helspont here brings us down to 2. which is enough to buy Iris West, which gets us a victory point. Since we beat a supervillain, we get to add a random card to the teamwork stack. I think that's everything we want to do. I'm going to check my hand anyway, see if there's any like destruction cards there, because we could definitely destroy some stuff at this point. New card has to get added to this. We'll shuffle it in. It's probably mostly weaknesses at this point, honestly. Okay. We'll go for it. Yeah, we'll draw a card. We might get a destruction card is what I'm thinking. Draw a card. Not hurting anyone. 2 power. Bag of tricks we won't be using. Unless you want Titan's Tower. We can get Titan's Tower later. We'll get it in the next couple turns. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Any defense cards? No defense cards. So let's see what happens now. Corrupted Companion. A random player places a random unused supervillain in front of them. This is the stack of unused supervillains here. Just gonna shuffle it up. Resolve its attack against each player, including you, at the start of your turn. He resolves its first appearance attack against each other player. I guess in the solo play, it's just against you, though. Just gonna double check. Yep. So it is going to be Graves. So he's going to do that, which is cannot be avoided. Each player resolves the 2 highest cost attack cards in the destroyed pile and line up against himself. So 2 highest cost attack cards, huh? We got a 3. We got a 5 and a 4. And a 4. A 5. So we have 2 5s here. Those would be the 2 highest. The 2 highest are the 2 5s. And they say each foe with a hero in his discard pile gains a weakness. Each foe with a villain in his discard pile gains a weakness. Do I have a hero and a villain? I do. That's 2 weaknesses for me. Then each foe gains a weakness because of Scarecrow. Yikes. Gotta get rid of that Graves pretty quickly. Then our new supervillain is Wally West. Wally West cannot be defeated unless you have played 9 or more cards this turn. Yikes. Each player gains 2 cards with cost 0 from the destroyed pile. 2 cards of cost 0 from the destroyed pile? That's okay. We're just going to gain 2 punches. We'll take those. 1, 2. Okay. So, how are we going to do this? We have to get rid of Graves if at all possible. First of all, let's do teamwork. That's that, so that doesn't do anything. Put an equipment from our discard pile into my hand. That's going to be a good one to have if possible. We're going to do Bat Signal maybe? Now we're going to take Bag of Tricks into our hand. Draw a card. We can put 2 cards on the bottom of our deck. We're going to make those 2 cards our 2 villains to at least just get the number of whatchamacallits we have to deal with lower. The number of weaknesses. We can get more down there at least. So that's 2 powers so far. Oh, we didn't put a new card out. 3, 4, 5, 6, gain this card. 7, look at this card, we can destroy it. Yeah, we'll destroy it. 7 power. We will spend 2 power. Getting 3 back here. to get us to 9 power and draw 2 cards. 10-11, put an equipment on top of my deck. And I can gain a hero from the destroyed pile, but I don't think there is one. Nope, so that would just be 12-13, but that's still enough to beat Graves, putting a random card into the pile there. And we still have 3 left over. I don't want to kick, though. I want to start thinning this deck out. We did play a bunch of cards that turn, which is a good sign for beating Wally West. We add this card here to the teamwork stack. Okay. Corrupted Companion is done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 card gets added to the lineup here. We're gonna do the Bat Signal. Oh, this has to go over here. The Bat Signal to put a hero from my discard pile into my hand. Probably gonna be Ganthet, honestly, right? It's gonna be the best odds of getting up to the number we need to get Wally West. So, we did that. We're gonna do teamwork here. That's 1, 2 power, and since that's an equipment, we get to use the Bat Cave for this. Then it's gonna be Ganthet time. 1 card of each color, please. Yeah, that's gonna be the one. All right, so we're at 2 power right now. Then we're gonna go ahead and play the Penguin. Draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. And we'll discard this punch and this weakness. So that triggers Arkham Asylum, so we get to draw another card. We're at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11. Teamwork of Foe. A weakness. If you draw or have drawn 1 or more cards this current turn, draw Teamwork of Foe. Ooh, copy a card. Let's go ahead and copy. We'll copy the Penguin to draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. So we're at 11, 14, 18. Play a top card here. You may put a card I buy or gain this turn on top of my deck. 19, 20, 21. That's more than enough to beat Wally West. 21 brings us down to 8 power, which we will use to buy the Watchtower. And yeah, we were not going to go any further to buy Titan's Tower also. That's fine by me. New card comes out for our next turn here. We beat a supervillain, so that is a new card going to the teamwork stack. One, two, three, four, 5. Okay, how are we doing? We have no defense cards, so let's see what happens. It's, oh wait, Hector Hammond, what are you doing here? Something went wrong. Oh, that's the stack of villains from we did Graves a second ago. Whoops. Whoops. The new Crisis is Heroic Sacrifice. So we lose Weather Wizard, and we're going to go ahead and get a new, unused superhero or supervillain. Let's see who it is. What else do we have to do? Oh yeah, destroy all cards of cost 1 or greater in my discard pile. That's what. That's a lot of really good cards. Oh man. I don't know how I'm going to get some of these back, if I can even. Great, I get to keep these two. Thanks. Alright, yeah, these are a lot of really good cards that just got added to this destroyed pile. Alright, let's see. This is a giant lottery of cards that we could be ending up with. So let's see. Who's our new hero going to be? Let's put the deck there, and we'll say it's Heatwave. Okay, what do you do? The first time you destroy a card with cost 2 or greater during each of your turns, gain the top card of the main deck and put it on top of your deck. Okay. We'll let that happen sometimes. I don't know how much destruction we're going to be doing right now, considering we just lost half our deck. Doomsday. Each player destroys the top 2 cards of his deck. Destroy any defense cards. Okay, so we're going to destroy 2 more cards. We just lost Skull of Batman and Super Speed. Both would have been very helpful. Alright. We're going to start our turn by doing teamwork. It's a weakness. Look at the top card of each player's deck. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. You may put up the 2 cards from your discard pile on the bottom of your deck. Put that punch down there. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power total that we will use to buy Titan's Tower, because we could use those extra draws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card coming out. Alright, we're going to gain a villain, so let's get that Abracadabra back. Where is he? Where's that Abracadabra? There you go. You're mine again. Alright. So, we can gain all equipment. There are none right now, though. Oh, we have to do teamwork. 1, 2, 3. Draw a card. Oh, since that was an equipment, we get to draw a card. 4, look at this card. We may destroy it. We will not. 5, put an equipment from the discard pile into our hand. There isn't one. 6, 7, and draw a card since we did do teamwork. 8, 9, put an equipment on top of my deck. I don't think there was any though, right? Yeah, there wasn't. Yeah, we'll get both of these. We'll get Atlantis and channeling the emotional spectrum. Shuffle this up. I haven't destroyed anything yet to trigger Heatwave, and that's okay. I think it's just going to happen by accident, honestly. I don't think it's something that's going to be something I shoot for at this point. New card coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's start our turn by doing teamwork, which is a weakness. Atlantis comes out. We can put cards on top of our deck when we buy them, so that's good. Gain a villain from the destroyed pile. There was some good ones I had earlier, so they must be back at this part of the section. Penguin, he's a good one. Grodd's a good one. Penguin and Grodd. We'll go Grodd because we could use some power. Then we can put 2 cards in the bottom of our deck. We're going to put Grodd. Oh, that wasn't equipment, the first one, so we get to draw a card for that. Abracadabra. 2 power. And since that was a villain, we get to draw a card. So, we are at 1, 2, 3 power, 4 power. We're not going to buy anything, I don't think. Nah. Nope. Nope, nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card going over here. Teamwork. That's a weakness. Look at the top card of each player's deck. That's a kick for us. Yeah, 1 power. Look at the top card. You may destroy it. We'll destroy that kick. And then what's it say? The first time you destroy a card of cost 2 or greater during each of your turns, gain the top card of the main deck and put it on top of your deck. So we gain this. Okay. When you gain by this card, gain a victory point. Very well. Thanks, Heatwave. So that's 1, 2 power. 3, 4. Since we did teamwork, we get to draw a card. Draw a card. If you may pay 1 VP. If you do, destroy a card in your hand and or discard pile. We're going to pay that VP to destroy this punch in my hand and this weakness in my discard pile. Bringing us up to 1, 2, 3, 4 power still. Titan's Tower gets to join us though. 5, 6. I can put equipment on top of my deck again with this. We use that 6 to get rid of Suicide Squad, which is going to add a weakness to this. Alright, 6 power, not bad. We're getting up there. Building a pretty smooth deck at this point, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gotta get rid of that Doomsday, though. Alright, first off, we'll do Black Lantern Power Ring again in order to get the Penguin back. Then we're going to do Teamwork. It's another weakness. Draw a card. Put an equipment from my discard pile into my hand. So 1, 2, look at this card. We may destroy it. We will not. 3, 4, 5, 6, gain all equipment from the lineup. With that 6 power, we'll go ahead and buy Kid Flash and 1 kick. This deck could use some work at this point. Luckily, we're getting all those villains back, which will help trigger Arkham Asylum, as well as get some power up there, especially with Grodd and Abracadabra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card has to come out. Heat Vision, there we go. Heat Vision's going to go great with Heat Wave. First off, we're gonna do Teamwork. It's a weakness. Look at the top card of each player's deck. Black Lantern Power Ring. Okay. We'll do James Jesse for 2 power. So 1, 2, 3, draw a card. Oh, and also this was triggered Titan's Tower, so that was draw another card. Gotta get used to that. So that's 1, 2, 3, another draw card. We'll play this to get another villain. We're really gonna fill up on villains, I think, but that's okay. It's a valid use. Oh, but it's gonna end. Ooh, I have to get rid of those villains before the end of the game now I think about it. Because this particular crisis does end with Nekron, who you can't play villains against. So that's not a great one to have. Don't really want to fill up on villains at that point. In fact, because of that, we're not going to gain a villain at all. I have the villains I want. So we're going to do the 2 power instead. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And since that's an equipment triggering Batcave, we get to draw a card. Draw a card. I can pay a VP, but we won't because I don't want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can destroy this card if we want. We will. Triggering Heat Wave to allow us to gain this card. Put it on top of our deck. Draw a card. You may destroy a card in your discard pile if you do +3. Oh, well, we don't have that. 10, 11, 12, 13. That's enough to say goodbye to Doomsday. I really wanted to buy Heat Vision. I think Heat Vision is going to be a great card for Heat Wave, but it's important that we keep this thing moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get our new Crisis in order. Do we have a defense card? No. Demonic Summoning. Put all cards with cost 6 from the destroyed pile into the lineup. That's going to help a lot because we did lose quite a few, I think. All cards of cost 6. One, 2, 3 cards that cost 6. Very well. That is all of them, right? I'm just going to check it one more time because that does seem really low. Maybe I still own them. That's very possible. Unlikely, but it's possible. Yeah, that's all his 6s. Okay. At the start of your turn, destroy a card in your hand. If you destroyed a card of cost 0, discard your hand. Your team must destroy 3 cards of cost 6 from their discard piles. Do I have that right now? I have 0 there now. Yikes. Alright, we're going to put that here because I do usually forget that ability. And then it's Trigon. Really? That's the combination I get right now? Each player destroys the top 3 cards of the main deck. Gain a card with the lowest cost you destroyed this way. So that's 2, 7, and 3. So the 2, we're going to gain that. And put it into your hand. Discard all cards in your hand with cost greater than that. So that's my entire hand. Oh, almost my entire hand. Discarded. Okay. Trigon and Demonic Summoning it is. So we have to have a new card come out. We're going to destroy this weakness, which makes Demonic Summoning allow us to discard our hand, and then we do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gotta get a shuffle here. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have to destroy a card in our hand. We're going to destroy this weakness and discard again. Just going to keep doing that, honestly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, until they're all gone. There was a lot of them just built up. Okay, everything's gone there. Let's go ahead and destroy Kid Flash. Now we can actually play a turn. 1 power and put an equipment into my hand. One power and put equipment of cost 3 or less from a discard pile into my hand. I don't think there is any. There is not. So that's 2 power. Oh, teamwork. 3, 4. And since that's a villain, triggers Arkham Asylum. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 when I destroy this Kid Flash. So that 13 is going to be enough for us to get multiple 6-cost cards. Let's go ahead and buy both of these two. That's 2 6-cost cards. That's something. I wish I could discard Atlantis. That's what I really want to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 card goes out. And then for Demonic Summoning, we do have to destroy a card. We're going to destroy Iris West. Destroyed. Alright. Abracadabra will do. Look at the top card. We get to play it. That's 2 power. Okay. Since that's a villain, triggering Arkham Asylum, we draw a card. So that's 2. We do teamwork. Nothing there. 3 power. Look at the top card. We may destroy it. We will not. 4. I could put 2 cards on the bottom of my deck. Looking at my options here, not thrilled. There we go. 5, 6, and I can get a villain from the destroyed pile at least. I don't think there were any villains of cost 6 though. What I really want is a villain of cost 6 right now. If there was one, we would have had it already. There is not, so we'll just take the 2 power. So again, that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 power. That's enough to buy our Heat Vision here. And since we bought Heat Vision, it goes straight to our discard pile. I think we can just get rid of this. So Heat Vision, Lightning Strike, and where's the other one? I thought there was another one. Heat Vision, Lightning Strike, and Skull of Batman. Those 3 cards. 3 cards cost 6. We're going to destroy those, getting rid of the Crisis. Alright, we got through Demonic Summoning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay. We're going to do, first off, Teamwork. 1 power. Then the Penguin. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. We'll discard Star Sapphire and Zatanna, because they're not going to do much this turn. So, we are at... Oh, because we played a villain, we get to draw a card. We're at 1 power because of that punch. 2/3, we can draw a card. 4, look at the top card, we may destroy it. We will not, but since it triggers Titan's Tower, we get to draw that card. 5, 6, 7, 8. Draw a card. And I can pay a victory point, but I won't. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, gain all equipment, and then since I did play Catwoman this turn, you may put a card you bought or gained this turn into your hand. We're going to put that right into our hand. So again, power-wise, we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Losing my voice here. And then we get to play the top card of the main deck. 14, 15, 16. 16 is enough to say goodbye to Trigon. Oh no! I still have 3 power left over. Do I want to use that? Or, gotta shuffle this up, add a random card to that. 3 power, hold on. 3 power left over. I was just trying to think out loud what I was gonna do. I got 3 cards left in that teamwork stack. Okay, so 3. Yeah, we'll pay a victory point, get to 4 power, and we get to draw a card. 5. With that 5 power, we'll go ahead and buy a Crystal Shield. It's a good card. Then a new card comes out for the next turn here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We gotta shuffle everything up. Okay. This deck's going pretty smooth. We have destroyed a few cards to use Heat Wave and Aquaman and stuff, but we had to get rid of a bunch of good cards for the demonic summoning, but we got rid of all our weaknesses too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please have a defense in here. There are none. Okay. Our new crisis is Supervillains United. Place an unused supervillain in front of you. Cannot be gained or destroyed by the effects of a player's card. Rename the crisis when there are no supervillains in the... Remove the crisis when there are no supervillains in the lineup. So that is going to be Hector Hammond. Each player gains the top card of the main deck. If its cost is 5 or greater, destroy it. Otherwise, gain a number of weaknesses equal to its cost. We're going to gain 3 weaknesses. Alright, there's that. And then we have Jesse Quick. Each player destroys the top card of their deck. Destroys the top card of their deck. I guess we have to. We're destroying the Tar Pit. That's too bad. That was a pretty useful card for us. Triggered Heatwave a few times. Okay. Very well. We will start by doing teamwork. And it is 2 power, and supervillains cost 2 less. That's going to help here. He's an equipment triggering the Batcave. 3 power. What is this? That's just the first time. Tempting. We're gonna do it. Yeah, we're gonna destroy this card. And then we get to gain this card because of Heat Wave. So, 1, 2, 3. Destroy card on my discard pile to get that to 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're gonna spend all 3 of these to get to 13 and draw 3 cards. $14, $15, it's a villain, so we draw a card. 16, 17, 18, plus 3, is 21. So minus Hector Hammond's 12 brings us down to 9. Get rid of Black Lantern, Blue Beetle. That'll bring us down to 2. Get rid of this. So we defeated a villain and a supervillain, so we have to shuffle this up, add both of those cards to the teamwork deck, and we still have 2 cards. 2 points, 2 power. Man, whew, I'm somewhere out there tonight, aren't I? All right, yeah, 2 power. Am I winning, son? Is that what you're asking? We are playing Solo Crisis League. We are playing Season 4, Round 1. Since I missed that one, we were moving into the house. So I'm just kind of backtracking to do that. We're about halfway through, but it's going much faster now. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card out there in the main deck. Do we have a defense? We do. We have a defense card in Crystal Shield. So our new crisis is Manhunter Invasion. When a villain enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. Your team must destroy 4 heroes. Oh wait, we didn't take care of Jessie Quick yet. That's not a thing yet. Never mind. You have to get rid of her first. Penguin. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. We're going to discard Black Lantern Power Ring and Catwoman. Yep. Alright, since that was a super villain, I get to draw a card. We're going to do our teamwork ability to play this card, and it is draw a card. Very good. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that was our first equipment, so we get to draw a card. And it was cost 2 or 3, so we get to draw another card. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and draw a card. 8, 9, draw a card. 10, 11, and then play the top card of the main deck. Gain a card from the lineup and put it into your hand. Then put a card with the same cost from your hand into the lineup. Well, guess it doesn't really matter, because no matter what, I have no hand anymore, so it's just going to go back. We'll just gain this weakness and put it back. So that is still 11 power that we have, which we will use to get rid of Jessie Quick. And then it adds a random card to the teamwork stack. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's gonna come on out here. Got our new crisis with, we already know what it is Manhunter Invasion. When a villain enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. So we do get 1 for Dr. Alchemy here. Your team must destroy 4 heroes. That's not gonna be too bad. We do have quite a few of them that I'm not really using, so that's gonna be fine. And then our new villain is Hawkman. Each player discards cards until they have discarded at least 5 power worth of cards. If you have emptied your hand, this way, gain 1 victory point. 5 power worth of cards. We'll do 3, 4, 5. There we go. That's what we got to do. That's unfortunate. That was going to be a good hand too. We're going to try and beat Manhunter Invasion, but we have to get rid of Dr. Alchemy first. So we'll have to do Black Lantern Power Ring. That is, well, no. We'll do teamwork first. 2 power, and since it's a villain, triggers Arkham Asylum, so we get to draw a card. Anything else I can do there? We'll play Black Lantern Power Ring, bringing us to 4 power, and we can draw a card because it's an equipment. 5, 6, because it's between 2 and 3 power, we get to draw another card. We're going to go ahead and get rid of Dr. Alchemy. We have 4 power left over. We have to destroy 4 heroes. We're going to destroy these 2 from hand, and we have to destroy 2 more from our discard pile. We will get rid of Zatanna, and we'll get rid of Robin. That's 4 heroes destroyed. That is the end of Manhunter Invasion. That is very good news. We have Bag of Tricks, but it doesn't do anything because we don't have any victory points right now. But that's okay, because we got rid of that crisis very quickly. Shuffling everything up. We are running out of cards here. We really have to start buying things I don't need at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. We have to have a new card come out. We're going to use the penguin. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. We'll discard both of these weaknesses. Since that was a villain, we draw a card. Since it was a cost 2 or 3 card, we draw a card. 1 power, look at the top card. We may destroy it. We will not. But it's an equipment, so we draw a card. King of Atlantis we'll use to destroy this weakness. So we're at 1, 4 power, and we get to draw a card from the teamwork stack. 5 power, 6, 7, that triggers that, so we draw another card. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and draw a card. 13, play a top card of the main deck. I'm just flying through at this point because I just want this to go away. 14, 15. 15 power is enough to say goodbye to Penguin, which is going to add a weakness to this. Leaving us with 12 power, goodbye to Hawkman. So we still have 1 power left over. That's okay. Nothing to spend it on. Nothing to spend it on at all. Alright, that went pretty smoothly. I'll take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to slow down for a bit. I was just flying through that. Really wanted to get through it. Alright, our new crisis is draining the emotional spectrum. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck into the lineup. 1, 2, and 3. Man, 2 or 3 of them are villains. That's not great. At the start of your turn, reveal the top card of your deck. Destroy all cards in the lineup with the reveal card's type and replace them. For each player discards a random card. Actually, this one's going to be different, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not. To beat it, each player discards a random card. Remove this crisis if none of them match a card type in the lineup. We'll try and manipulate that situation, but we'll see what happens. Our new villain is Garrick. We don't have a defense card, so his attack is each player passes a card from their hand to the discard pile of the player on their left. If you pass a card of cost 1 or greater, gain a victory point. Yeah, we'll go ahead and discard this card to gain a victory point. Basically helped us. Thanks, Garrick. So, start of our turn, we do have to reveal the top card of our deck and destroy all cards of that type in the lineup. So all the superpowers, they're gone. 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's 5 cards coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. How can we do this? Play Gorilla Grodd. That's 3 power. Triggers Arkham Asylum to allow us to draw a card. 4 power and draw a card. 5. Teamwork this. Weakness. 6, 7. Oh, that did trigger Titan's Tower to draw another card. It's a weakness. Weakness. 8 power total. Yikes. We can at least get rid of these 2 villains, which is going to add these last weaknesses to the teamwork stack. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card comes out. And then we reveal a superhero. All these heroes are gone. That's 3 new cards getting added. 1, 2, 3. We'll play the Penguin. Draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. We'll get rid of this one. Now this one and this one, yes. We're going to teamwork this. That's 2 power. And this is a villain and a low cost card, so we draw 2 cards for that. So that's 2 power total. We can gain all equipment from the lineup. There we go. Still at 2/4 power. 5/6. I can destroy a card in my discard pile. This weakness to get to 9 power. So that 9 power is going to get us pretty close. Play a top card of the main deck. Gain a kick, put it in my hand. 10, 11 power. Gets rid of both of these guys. Adds this villain to the teamwork stack. Okay, we have 11 power right now. We will do 12, 13. No, we have 0 power, sorry. 2 power, and then we get to draw a card. Three power and draw a card. We will play this one to get a villain of our choice. We're going to go ahead and get Gorilla Grodd. And then we will reveal this from our hand for draining the emotional spectrum. There are no equipment out there, so in that case, draining the emotional spectrum is over. Man, this game is taking a lot of setup tonight. It's definitely the teamwork stack that's making things a bit tougher. I'm gonna have to change the mechanic for that next time. It was my first time implementing a custom rule into the Solo Crisis League, and that's gonna be changed up next time, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna play, we'll do teamwork first. It's a weakness. 2 power, it's a villain, so we draw a card. 4 power, and we get to draw a card for being equipment. 5/6 low cost card means draw a card. 7, put an equipment of cost 3 or less from my discard pile into my hand. Sure. 8 power, and we can look at the top card of our deck. We may destroy it. We will not. 9, 10, 11, 12. That's enough to say goodbye to Jay Garrick. And do we want to go for it? Yeah, we do. We're going to spend it. We have 1 power and we draw a card. 2 power and draw a card. 3, 4 power. So with 4 power, what can we do? We can get Iron Heights. You may give the attacker 1 VP. If you do, avoid the attack. Okay. And Rogue Safe House. Each time you teamwork a foe, plus 1 power. That's a good one. That's what we're going to do with that 4 power, for sure. Okay. As I mentioned before, this game is going to end with the crisis mode of, what's his name now? Nekron, Crisis Nekron. And you can't use villains against him. I have a pretty villain-heavy deck right now. So we're going to do our part to just destroy every villain in our deck during this last supervillain, so that when we get the Nekron, they're gone. Now, fortunately, Heatwave is going to allow us to gain cards when we destroy cards, so it should even itself out, and we should hopefully get some other cards in the process. Very well. The new crisis is 7 Deadly Sins. Put the top 4 cards of the main deck into the lineup. 1, 2, 3, and 4. When a superpower enters the lineup, each player gains a weakness. Your team must destroy 7 cards with different costs from their discard piles. That's going to help a lot in my quest to get rid of these villains. So, then we have the Flash. At the start of your turn, lose 1 VP. Each time you play a card from your hand, discard a card. Players may teamwork any number of different foes. Okay. Each time we play a card, we have to discard a card. So how are we going to do that? First off, we're going to play Gorilla Grodd. That's 3 power. And we have to discard a card for doing that. Then we get to do teamwork. That's a weakness. That doesn't really help. So that's 3 power. 4, 5. And we'll discard King of Atlantis. And that allows us to draw a card. In fact, we have to draw 2 cards. And then draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. 1. 2. I have to discard 2 cards. We'll discard this one and this one. I have to discard one last one. So that brings us to 3, 4, 5 power. Play the top card of the main deck. 6, 7. And are you a hero? You are not. I will discard that. Alright, so 7 power. For that, we're going to go ahead. We have to get rid of these villains, so let's do that. These 2 villains have to go. They're gone. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card comes out. Alright. Rogue Safe House comes down. We gain a VP for that. Each time we teamwork a foe, +1 power. We're going to teamwork a foe. Getting us to 0, but that's still 1 power. 2 power and draw a card. We're going to play this and spend this, so that's 3 power, and draw a card. We'll have to discard this in the process. And 4, 5, discarding this. So with that 5 power, we're going to... Oh, this should have been gone into place because of Immortal Villain. That 5 power, we'll go ahead and buy Mirror Images. And a new card comes out. Still can't beat this because of all the villains that keep showing up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very bad timing. Alright, teamwork. It's a vulnerability, so that's that. But we do get 1 power because of Rogue Safe House. 3, we have to discard a card, but that's 3 power and draw a card for being a villain. So many ongoing abilities to keep track of. I'm trying to say them all out loud, but I understand I'm going to miss a few. Alright, 3 and draw a card. Yeah, okay. 4, and that's going to trigger another card draw. Getting rid of this. I tried. Oh, another card draw for being equipment. Very good. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. You have to discard 2 cards, 1, 2, and then 1 for being another card played. So that is, again, 3, 4, and then Abracadabra. May destroy a card. You have to discard this, so with nothing to do. So we still ended up with 3, 4 power. Can't get rid of any villains for that. That's not great. We'll go with High-Tech Hero. New card comes out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do this. Okay. Just looking at my options here, really. And they're pretty good. Pretty good. First off, we're going to play Crystal Shields. That's 1 power and draw a card. But we do have to discard a card for it. We'll discard that punch we just drew. We'll play Mirror Master. Play a top card of your deck. You may put a card with that cost from your discard pile into your hand. So that's 2, 3 power, and we can put a 3 cost card into our hand. We're going to go High-Tech Hero. We have to discard a card for that. Right here. We're going to go do our teamwork. So let's shuffle this up and do our teamwork. It is a weakness. That means nothing. So that's 3 power still. 4, 5, drawing a card. 6, 7, 8. So with that 8, we're going to say goodbye to Black Lantern Batman and hello to the Atom. Because he costs 1 and we need unique cost cards. So that's why I did that. basically I have to destroy 7 cards of different costs. And since that's a very unique cost, there's not very many 1-cost cards in the game. I wanted to make sure that that was the one that I bought. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. New card has to come out. Okay. First off, Gorilla Grodd, we have to discard a card. So that's 3 power and draw a card. 4, 5. We have to get to draw a card for that, and then we have to discard a card as well. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. And Mirror Master. Play a top card of your deck. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gain all equipment from the lineup. And then I also get a card of cost 5 from the destroy pile that I get to play. Well, into my hand. Okay. Okay. Just checking the abilities. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to gain a villain from the destroyed pile. I know I said I wouldn't, but we're going to do that in the hopes of using said villain to get rid of this crisis. So let's get like a 2-cost villain, something very cheap. Like Dr. Alchemy. Yeah, we'll gain him and we get a victory point for doing so. And we have that 7 power that we will use to get rid of Starro. Okay. As long as this card is not a villain, we should be okay. Okay. It is not a villain. So we're going to start our turn by trying to beat 7 Deadly Sins. Let's see what we have available to us. We've got Dr. Alchemy at 2. We're just going to sort this out to make it a little bit easier. Sorting all the cards by their individual costs. We need 7 cards with different costs to destroy. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 costs. What about our hands here? We have 1, we have 2 more in our hands, so that helps. So this is my discard pile here. So let's try and make this happen. To do that, we'll play Utility Belt, getting rid of Abracadabra. So that's 2 power we have. And since that was equipment, we get to draw a card. Then we'll play Crystal Shield, giving us the 3 power and drawing a card. And we will discard this in the process. 4, 5, 6. And since it's a villain, we draw a card. We have to discard a card. We will discard High Tech Hero. And then 7, 8, and 7. We can get to 9 if we destroy a card in our discard pile. So we'll probably destroy something in this 3s that we don't need. We don't need Nth Metal anymore. And since we destroyed that, that triggers Heat Wave, which we can then gain the top card of the main deck and put it on top of our deck. And then we can do the Teamwork ability. So that's 10 power this turn. But we already got enough for 7 Deadly Sins, I think. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So we destroyed a good amount of villains there, which is a great thing. So that actually helped us quite a bit. I'm pretty happy with that. And that goes to our discard pile. We still had 7 power. We'll go ahead and buy loot. And we'll go ahead and get a kick. Nah. No, we won't. We'll go ahead and buy White Lantern Core. That's what we'll buy. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 Deadly Sins is taken care of. So now we have to beat the Flash. We have to get to 15 power, but we have to discard a card every time we play a card. So our new thing is 2, but with Rogue Safe House, that's 3 power. We're gonna put Fortress of Solitude out and discard this punch. 4, 5, discarding this. We get to draw a card. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, drawing a card. Oh, we lost this a while ago. And we'll go with 6, 7, and since that's a villain, we draw a card. 8, 9. Not enough to get rid of the Flash. Don't really want any of those cards. That's what I'm thinking right now. Yeah, these cards are useless. I don't want them. We're going to move on. At least useless for my efforts right now. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to do teamwork. That's a 0, but because of Rogue Safe House, it's actually 1, at least 1. We're going to play Grodd. So that's 3 power and draw a card. Then we're going to play Atlantis, getting us to 6 power. And when we destroy the Suicide Squad here. 7, 8, 9. Discarding this. Anything else I can do? Superpowers. Equipment. Well, 10, 11, look at the top card. Is it a hero? It is not. We may discard it. Yes. And then we get to draw a card because we played in equipment. 12 power. Not quite the 15 we were looking for. All right. Keep going. New card comes on out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First off, we're going to play... First off, we're going to do teamwork. That's 0. That's 1. Okay. Put the top card of your deck. Play the top card of your deck. You may put a card with that cost from your discard pile into your hand. So, 3... sorry. 1, 2, and draw a card. And we would have discarded, say that. Whenever, from your hand, from the top of your deck, doesn't matter. Perfect. 11 then. So 1. I'm all sorts of thrown off. Hold on. We are at 1 power, and I can gain a card of cost 4 from the discard pile, but there isn't one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and draw a card. Oh, and since those are superpowers, we get to draw a card. That's right. 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, because we're going to destroy this. You have to discard this. So that is not enough. Oh, high-tech hero would have triggered a card draw at least. 11. That doesn't do anything for us, though. Not quite there still. We'll get Tornado, which gets a victory point. And that's what we're going to stop with there. We're so close, man. Pied Piper, there we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's do teamwork. It's a weakness. That's just 1 power for us. Alright. 2, 3, discarding this card. It's not a hero. We will leave it there, though. Because it's a 3-cost card and equipment, we draw 2 cards. So that's 1, 2, 3 power. 4, 5, 6. We will discard this card. And we get to draw a card for it being a villain. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Okay. 7, 8, we'll discard this card. Since that's a superpower, we get to draw a card. 9, 10, we get to draw another card. 11, 12, 13. Again, not the 15 we're looking for. Reveal this card from your hand. Okay, we'll take Pied Piper. I'll get a new card out here, and it's a villain, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we can leave him there. We don't have to take care of him just yet. We might have the extra 8 to do it, but we don't have to just yet. Let's do teamwork. It's 1 power, so that's 2 power. Draw a card. Since that was a superpower, we get to draw another card. So that's 1, 2 power. We get to put this into our hand. We will discard this card. That's an equipment and a 2-cost card, so we get to draw 2 cards. So much to keep track of because of all of these. So that's 1, 2, 3 power. 4 and draw a card. Five, 6. Look at this card. Is it a hero? It is not. We will discard it. Play a top card of our deck. 7, 8. There's nothing from the discard pile for that. 9, 10 total. I mean, it's enough to get rid of Black Lantern, Martian Manhunter, but what does that mean at this point? Gotta get to that 15. I don't know what I'm doing to... I don't think I'm doing anything to stop that from happening. I'm just not getting the draw I want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's hard to get to 15 power with just a few cards. So you have to discard one every time you play one. So first off, we're going to do our teamwork, which is 1, 2 power. 3, 4, and draw a card. None of these are going to make me draw a card, so this is all I get. We can teamwork a foe. That's another 5 power for us. Six, 7, 8, destroying a card in our discard pile. We're going to get rid of one of these punches. 8 power, again, not enough. We'll buy Catwoman. New card coming out. How are we going to get up there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It does make an unique challenge. Alright, we're going to first start off with our teamwork ability. And that's a vulnerability, so that's just 1 power because of Rogue Safe House. Then, 4 power, we're going to discard Dark Knight. And since that's a villain, we're going to draw a card. 5, 6, we're going to discard High Tech Hero. And we get to draw a card. 7, 8, are you a hero? You are not, and we will not discard you. Oh, but you are an equipment, so we do get to draw a card. Okay, great. And might as well take the chance, play a top card of our deck. 8. 3 power if I destroy a card. We'll destroy White Lantern Corps. So that's 11, right? Let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I get a card of cost 5. Ah, there isn't one. No, there's one. 12, 13. Still not there. We do gain all of these. That 13 does not get us there. We'll get Kid Flash. That's that. New card coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This challenge of the Flash, man. Tough card. So we're going to do teamwork. It's weakness. That's just 1 power. 2, 3. We're going to discard a card. That is a 3-cost card and a superpower, so that's draw 2 cards. 4, 5. You're an equipment, so I get to draw a card. We have to discard a card too. Nothing's gonna get us there. We'll do Tornado. Six. So I get to draw a card. Nothing's gonna give me a 9 power, so I'm at 6. 7, 8, look at this card. Yep, 9 power. Not gonna get us to 15 though. We'll go ahead and buy Batmobile, that should help us. And we'll get Rage Blood too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get through this, man. This is a tough challenge. Okay. We're going to start with Teamwork, which is 1, 2 power. 3, 4, 5, and that's a villain, so we draw a card. Six, 7. It is a hero, so we draw it, and since that's an equipment and a 3-cost card, we draw 2 cards. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're off to a good start here. 8, 9, and we did Teamwork, so we draw a card. We are going to Mirror Master this. Playing this card, 10, 11, 12, and we get another 3-cost card from the discard pile into our hand. So we're at 12. That's pretty much it at this point, right? That's all we needed. 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep. 15. So that's enough to say goodbye to the Flash. And then we also can destroy a card in our discard pile. We're going to destroy loot here. And we have to add a random card to the Teamwork stack. Okay, we got through the Flash. I wasn't sure if we would or not. At least before the deck ran out. But we did it. Alright. Get some random card out of here from the destroyed pile to add to the Teamwork stack. Really flying through this main deck at this point. Okay. Now we can actually play all our cards, which is nice. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How are we doing now? That's an okay hand. Let's see what our new Crisis is. Oh, you shouldn't be out here. You should have been destroyed a long time ago. Our new Crisis is Rise of the Dead. When a card is destroyed, remove it from the game. At the start of your turn, put a random card of cost 1 or greater from the destroyed pile into the lineup. If that card is not a villain, get a weakness. Your team must destroy 5 cards with different colors. Okay, so you have to add a random card to the lineup. If it's not a villain, we gain a weakness. So we're just going to shuffle it up here. Split the deck. And what are you? You're not a villain. In fact, you cost 7, so you just get destroyed and replaced. There we go. And we have to gain a weakness. But there are no weaknesses to gain, so that's not so bad. Your team must destroy 5 colors. 5 cards of different colors. Okay. We can do that. Not yet. I don't have the discard pile to do it just yet. But we'll be able to do it. Our last villain is Crisis Nekron. Each player puts a random supervillain defeated this game in front of them. Alright, please don't be the Flash. If I get the Flash twice, the 15 cost Flash, we might not win. Oh, we might not. Let's see what happens though. We should be fine. That one. It is Black Hand. Black Hand says... Do I have a defense? I do not. Oh wait, you may reveal this card from your hand to avoid an attack. If you do gain a VP, we're just going to defend ourselves against that and gain a VP. Not even going to read what he does. I don't care. Alright, so each player must defeat his own supervillain. Nekron cannot be defeated while a villain is in play or in the lineup. Very well. Each player destroys the top card of the main deck. Well, we don't have to do that because we defended. Very well. Whew. So we're going to start with doing teamwork. That's 0. Well, 1 because of Rogue Safe House. Then we get the teamwork again because of Pied Piper. Again, that's 2 power. Draw a card. And because that costs 2, we draw another card. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is a superpower, so we draw another card. Draw a card. 5, 6, 7. 8, 9 is an equipment, so we draw a card. 10, 11. 12, 13. Are you going to be 14? You are. 15 and 16 power is enough to say goodbye to Black Hand. So that's taken care of. That's very good news. And yeah, we'll take Airwalk Shoes. Do we have enough for that? Yeah, we do. White Lantern Power Ring would actually be really good too. In fact, we can do White Lantern Power Ring. You have to destroy 5 cards of different colors from hand. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's go ahead and put a new card out. We have to put a random card from the destroyed pile out. If it's not a villain, we gain a weakness. Alright, shuffle, 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 and we'll split the deck once. Are you gonna be a villain? You are not. Okay. Destroy 5 cards of different colors. We're gonna destroy. What do we got? We can do a Scrimmasticks. There's a blue. There's an orange. So that's 3. That's a start. What do we have in our hand though? In our hand, we've got Grodd, so that's a 4th one. But that's all we have right now, isn't it? Yep, so we don't have the cards we need just yet to make this happen. We might soon. First off, let's do teamwork. That's 1 power, 2 power down here. 3 power and draw a card. Since that's a superpower, we get to draw another card. There we go. Let's go back. We have 1, 2, 3 colored cards. 4. And this one can be any color. So that has 5 destroyed cards to say goodbye to Rise of the Dead. So that is over. And we are at still 1, 2, 3 power this turn. 4, 5, are you a hero? It is not. We will discard it. And since that's an equipment, we draw a card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power. 6, 7, gaining all equipment from the lineup. We're going to play Catwoman, so I can put a card we gain this turn into our hand. Yeah, we're going to put Airwalk Shoes into our hand. Jesse James. James Jesse. 10, 11. Draw a card. Play a top card of our deck. Where are we at power-wise? I totally got lost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and we can put a 3-cost card into our hand. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then I can put another card into my hand. We will put... Yeah, we'll do Pied Piper. To get to 20. That is more than enough to beat Crisis Nekron. Wow, that was a tough match. And that did take a long time. I can see what people were talking about when they warned me this was going to take a while. So I really like it. What I really like about it is really the rogues aspect. The rogues are some of my favorite characters. The Flash villains rogues are great. I really like the teamwork ability, but I'm going to do some work on the teamwork stack. I'll stick with the normal rules for the foreseeable events, the other 2 entries for round 1. But next time we do this, I'm going to adjust the teamwork stack for sure. If you're interested in joining the Solo Crisis League, check it out. There's a link below. We just take the win-lose condition of the Crisis expansions for the DC deck building game and assign ranks based on how well you did compared to other people doing the same setup. It's a lot of fun. I love doing it every week. I love running it, and even more so, I love playing in it. So check it out. I also have Solo Champions League if you're more into Marvel Champions. If you want to support anyway or you like the game, Matt, you can check that out on my Etsy store. There's a link below. Another way you can support is through the Patreon. The Patreon gets all sorts of rewards. You get early results and early info for the various leagues I run. You also get a special backers only round that I run between seasons, and a few other surprises along the way if you check out the Patreon page. There's a few people who already have, so let's just do some thank yous there. The very first backer I had was Howtex. Thank you, Howtex. Thanks for backing. I hope you're enjoying both the Solo Crisis League and Solo Champions League still. Loch Ness 2112, he is a backer from the Solo Champions League. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Zombie Taxman, you're in both leagues. You play a lot of Solo Crisis League. It seems like you really like it because you play a lot of rounds. So thank you for checking it out and thanks for backing. Cerberus has been around since my very first week running this way back in July. He's played every single round. He's even replayed some rounds after making mistakes. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for playing. Thanks for having fun every week. Caitlin Brannagen. Caitlin Brannagen is part of the Solo Champions League. She's one of the top players there by far. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then the newest backer is Jared from the Broken Seal. Thank you, Jared. I hope you're enjoying the Solo Champions League so far. And I hope that you may check out the Solo Crisis League eventually. Thanks again for watching. I'll be back probably next week to do the other 2 rounds of Season 4, Round 1 of the Solo Crisis League, and whatever other things come up along the way. Thanks for watching, and you have a good night.